So Misamore started in 2003, February. Just wanted to start something from the ground up, as I was playing with a band called Hollow Point, and it was just kind of coming to an end. So the drummer that we picked up right at the end of that band, him and I started Misamore, and it was February 2005 that I met Cameron.
So I came out to California winter of 2004 off a random email by a guy named Steve Mahoney. So came out, hung out for 3 days, and 2 weeks later I left Texas and everything I knew, and when I got here I had drums, clothes, and $40.
He had to leave. He had to go back to Texas.
I had a brain tumor removed whenever I was 20, so I've been battling a lot of medical stuff while I've been pursuing this passion that consumes me, you know, this dream of drumming. So I came back out and was here for a short time, and sure enough, Josh decided, you know, hey, I told him I thought Dallas was pretty good.
And you know, the next year, Cameron enticed me to move out to Texas. So October of 2006, I packed up, moved to Texas. And so we were there for about 6 months.
We took it to Texas for a short time, jammed with a bass player I had in mind, and that was in a shithole of a rehearsal space in Fort Worth.
Came back home early 2007, and finally I gave Mike Dragony a call in August of 2007. It was just the best bass player I'd ever seen in my life. And just finally got him to come out and really join with me and give it a good shot.
I met Josh probably in the year 2000. We used to play in other bands. I played in Psycho. He played in Hollow Point. And you know, we used to play these pretty packed out, crazy shows. I always thought that he was one of the better guitar players in town. And I think that he kind of felt the same way about my bass playing.
It took us about a year before we found a drummer. Jammed with that drummer for about 2 years, had all sorts of crazy issues. Got a singer out of it. You know, right at the end of the 2 years, we fired that drummer. Just to keep the momentum going, we went into the studio and made an album. And that album is it's a little 5-song EP called Horizon. We went in, we made that album, and hired a drummer. And once we finished the album, we planned the album release party, but we didn't have a solid drummer. Just walking into our rehearsal spot, our singer at the time, this guy was walking in behind him, and he just turned around and said, "Hey, are you a drummer?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I am a drummer," and that's Ryan Maples.
Yeah, we had some good times, played a lot of shows, wrote some pretty good music, came out with an album.
You know, finished out by basically that singer Mace quitting in 2012 and us going on the singer search again until I just kind of said that, you know, I was going to start singing and that it would be pretty terrible for a while, but I would get better. January 2013, we went down to Los Angeles to record with Rich Mauser, great producer, guitar player of Oleander, and we made our single Preset NUMB. And just spent the next year playing and just trying to get better, working on our vocals, and then by the beginning of 2014, that's when we started making Monolith, our new album. And then, you know, just recently, just basically at the end of 2016, we had to let Ryan go, and then we just met up with Cameron. The timing was right.
Josh hit me up one day, asked me if I'd be down to fill in for a couple of shows, and I said, hell yes, of course I will. And naturally, I just was more drawn back into the project.
And it's just all fitting together, and we're just looking forward to playing a bunch of shows.
So